Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I just came to run my mouth, okay? In the words of one of my favorite YouTubers, honey, Rodney the Voice. I just came down here to run my mouth just a little piece, just a little bit, okay? I just want to get into a few things. Make sure that you guys are indeed supporting the channel by coming in and indeed liking the video, sharing the video, following me over on Instagram and Twitter will be also helpful. I do appreciate it, and definitely subscribe to the channel, okay? Got a few things that I want us to talk about. So let us go ahead and get right into that. Okay. I got a few topics here. So let us get into the first one that we see here and we'll just, go in the order in which you have it. First of all, unfortunately for Judge Mathis, his wife, Linda, has indeed filed for a divorce. And that is so sad to hear because, they've been married for almost 40 years and they've gotten much older. And I'm just wondering, how bad is he, or how bad was the marriage that you got to this point where you have finally decided to file for a divorce? Um, was there some type of prenup or something that was in place and you wanted to make sure some things expired or whatever, or postnup, and then you decided to file for a divorce? What really took place? That's just really interesting. I wonder how Greg Mathis is feeling about the fact that she filed for this divorce. I don't know if they were in agreement. This was a mutual decision and he allowed her to file, or what the case may have been. But it's concerning just a bit. I'm like, girl, what? And it's like, Judge Mathis, as you get older and up in age and you get sickly, if you wanted your wife to help out just a little piece, okay, pass you a little cup of water or something to clear that throat, she ain't gonna be there. You're gonna have to reach out to one of them kids or the grandchildren. I do hate that. Like, how do you go 40 years with a person? And let's be honest, I believe they've been together for much longer than 40 years. It's saying that they've been married for 39. So ain't no telling how long they've actually been together. But how do you go on and like embrace a new normal after those? Like, it's going to be a major adjustment. But I also feel like when a wife decides that she is going to divorce her husband, in my opinion, although it's hard, I feel like she started a long time ago to mentally and emotionally disconnect herself from that man after she's giving him chance after chance after chance. I think that, the emotions, the feelings that she once may have felt and everything began to slowly chip away. And as Carrie Hilson said, every woman has a breaking point, y'all. And it looks like she may have reached hers. But if you guys have any other alternatives, any other alternative thoughts as to why you think this divorce may have taken place at this time, definitely let me know. You guys may have experienced something like this, possibly, or witnessed this, with some friends or something, or even family members. And I just would like to know, like, what is she thinking? She's always been a woman to be like behind the scenes from what I've seen of her. So I doubt she'll be doing any interviews to come out and speak or anything. She may provide a statement, but I don't really see her coming to the front to address it. Maybe Greg Mathis might. It might be a very bad situation. And I also wonder, how did they break this news to their kids? Did the kids see this coming? Although the kids are now adults, but did they see this coming? Like, what was going on in their heads, once they learned that their parents, what they've known all of their life to be is changing now, as they get older. So those are my thoughts and questions about it. Definitely wishing the best of luck to them. Good luck. And also wishing them a lot of happiness and love. If they can't find it in each other, hopefully they can find it, in someone else. Now, Greg Mathis, you've done a lot of talking, especially saying people been on crack and stuff. You had a lot of things to say. Let me tell you, you better not go back out here and get you no young thing, no young tenderoni now. Because we're going to drag you the way you used to drag those people over there in the courtrooms. Okay. So go find you somebody that's going to be nice, kind hearted. Now, first of all, after 39 years, in my personal, I don't think neither one of y'all need to be dating anybody. Yeah, I don't. I don't. I think that y'all should just, go out and catch a little drink here or there, have a little mingle lingle. But as far as trying to take anybody serious in the latter parts of your life to marry, I don't know. I mean, we saw where Tina Knowles, Lawson, Beyonce mom, got divorced from the husband. I don't think it was this many years of marriage, but she got a divorce. Years later, she got remarried, and now she's getting another divorce, and she got to pay this man 300,000. Okay, so I don't know. I know one thing, Miss Linda, don't go get you another man. Okay, be on your Tina Turner type stuff. Like, we can lollygag and lolly foo la la if we want to, but if you think that I'm gonna sit up here and marry you and let you get a piece of my fortune, should I don't want your ass in the next 5 years or so, Think you finna get a piece of the fortune that I worked hard for with this other man, and think you finna get a coin? Absolutely not. I would say I would behoove neither of them to move forward in a committed legal relationship. But that's just my opinion. I'll leave you guys to have your own down in the comments. Okay. Let us go ahead and keep going because Keith Lee is continuing to do his tours, right? And he's also out there in DC, but he has some interesting things to say about restaurants. And I don't think he's just talking about DC. I really feel like he's talking about restaurants as a whole and how they're geared towards alcohol. And some people don't be want alcohol. They just want to go somewhere, have a nice ambiance and vibe, you know? But let's get into what Keith Lee has to say.
It's been very hard to find restaurants, in my opinion. All the restaurants are geared directly towards alcohol. If you don't drink, it seems like it's slim pickings. I'm talking about everything: alcohol, bottomless, topless. Hurry up and get over here. We got drinks. I don't drink, so I'm hungry. I'm gonna show you everything I got, and we're gonna try it and rate it 1 to 10. Peas and rice, an order of jerk chicken wings, and a Trini style eggplant pie. This is one of the restaurants I heard a lot about since we've been in DC. And the wings and the jerk wings is one of the number one things. A whole snapper. It is hot. Like
it's hot on the
ooh. Yeah. I immediately get lime. I get lime, charcoal, a little jerk. It is spicy on the back end. It's not super spicy. I don't really got many notes. It's a good jerk chicken. 7.9 out of 10. Yeah, it's good. It's spicy.
Real spicy?
I give spice like a 6.5.
It tastes like a really like charred like barbecue wing.
Yeah.
Now, seeing them up here eating this food definitely makes me want a little taste. I don't know when things changed in the industry as far as restaurants are concerned, where they kind of like overly hype up alcohol and stuff. I don't know when, where, why they start doing that. I know in Atlanta, like the biggest issue I've had is not so much as, you know, it being about the alcohol and stuff. It's more so when they tell you that it's supposed to be a networking event, and once you get there, it doesn't really give off a networking vibe. It get, you know, networking happy hour, whatever. It's giving off this is going to be a party. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really give. I mean, and it's okay to have, you know, some light refreshments or whatever, low music, but I don't really think they create a space for you to actually like go and network with somebody for real, for real. Because sometimes it can be misunderstood when you're walking over there to get to know somebody. They think that, hell, you're trying to holler at them or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Are you really trying to, you know, network, get to know what it is that I do, see how we can probably work together of some sort? Or are you trying to work together in a different type of way? You feel what I'm saying? You trying to work some on me in a different thought. Like, what's really going on? You know, but I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Do you feel like, you know, alcohol has ruined restaurants? And maybe it has for the people that don't drink. And it's constantly being like, when we go out to eat, I know like my fiance doesn't drink. And I may have champagne, like I'm not champagne, but wine. I'm more of a wine person. Like I may have it here or there, but they're automatically placing the alcohol, like the alcohol menu down first. Like, boom, there you go, get that. And when they get ready to run off the meals and stuff, they really run off the alcohol first. Like, this what we got this, we got that, we got do. And I don't know if they're doing that because they're trying to really get you full faster off of liquid versus the actual food, or what, or if they're just heavily pushing alcohol because that's where they really finna make their money at, by charging you higher prices for a little splash of tequila or whatever. So yeah, girl, listen, y'all let me know y'all thoughts about that and how you feeling about your experience when you go into these restaurants and when you possibly even be going to happy hour, or not so much as happy hour, but I mean like a networking event. Is it giving networking or is it giving party just a little bit? Let me know your thoughts and stuff down in the comments, okay? Next up, I want to get into this fool.
The Trump, this is sick.
This fool here, girl.
What happened?
What a clown. If I have ever seen one, it has and will always
Thank you,
be
Trump.
Akbar.
On my birthday, you don't send it through. Okay.
I know sometimes Candy Birds is like, damn, I hate she related to me. Like, I be with you sometimes, but the fact that you be showing your ass like this, girl, I be like, I hate I told people you was my cousin. Okay, I want to ask Candy about that. I should have asked her that when we had this sit down. Like, girl, how was you related to this lady, and how do you feel? Of course, Candy not gonna disrespect her family in front of everybody. Okay, she'll be on your ass about her mama and her husband and anybody else. Period. She don't play about them folks. But girl, Miss Akbar V, I just cannot. Like, you are so disappointing to me. You was just online trying to drag and go in on August Alsina for him expressing and speaking on him being I guess, a bisexual or pansexual man or whatnot, speaking on his experience, and then you try to drag him about God this, God that, and all this other stuff. But then you get over here after trolling and you were trying to disrespect Miss Kamala, and then you came to the front like you're just actually, I don't even know if she said she was pro Trump. I just know that she was anti Kamala, in my opinion. Then she comes out with this video, and the gag is she acting like Trump sent this to her when the whole time is, from my understanding, you could go to the website and get this stuff sent to you. What a fucking clown she is. And it's so sad that you rather troll for things that are worthless, in my opinion, than actually troll with your music. Matter of fact, we need to see you strolling with your children. We never seem to see you doing that. Okay, never seem to see you doing that. Okay, I'll never forget how you took the social media and tried to talk about your daughter being down bad or whatever, overhyping a situation, only for the dad to come back and say it wasn't even that deep. It wasn't even all of that she was hyping it up to be. What a fucking clown. And since you can't get attention from the biggest, from Mr. Nicki Minaj, then you want to sit up here and try and get some attention from Trump any which way that you can. Where's the track or the music you said was supposed to be dropping on today? Where is that at, Miss Ma'am? You was over there ready to go in on what's her name, Lotto, because she didn't name Nicki Minaj as her goat and all this and that. You want to try and discredit her, and then here you are with the foolishness. So she says, in my birthday, or on my birthday, and I hate that we share the same birthday, but anyway, girl, she says that I received a sweet message from Trump and his team. Thank you all. I always said I want to stand for something. I also want to what, girl, you can't even write. You gotta go back to school too. I also want to be a stand. I'm gonna read it just how she wrote it, and change my community and help kids that has been through some trials of life that I encounter. First of all, ma'am, did she put hashtag stop trafficking kids, hashtag stop not taking care of your kids? How about that? You over here trying to see, you giving me the vibes of a NIGGA. They got a child at home that they can be taken care of, but rather go over there and take care of another BITCH's kids. Girl, go focus on your own. This is the very reason that Miss Erica Mena came to drag the hell out of damn Safari, for not being there for his kids, but you want to sit up there and look out for something else. Okay, somebody else in a foundation that you got. Stop the madness, dear heart. Then she goes on to say, a lot of my decisions is because of my beliefs, and I'm also going to pray about everything I do. Can we normalize having different beliefs without insulting one another? I speak with love. Girl, fuck no, we cannot. Okay, fuck no, we cannot. Because you didn't extend that same grace to Lotto when she named who she felt was going to be her goat. You didn't extend that same grace. And then you also didn't extend that same grace when it came to August Alsina. Shame on you for asking what you don't give. Shame on you for that. She says, I'm not against any of my black people. I'm a black woman first, and I love us. I want us to be okay, and let's make a change. Girl, only thing you can do is change your living situation so your kids can be with you. I'm not gonna be dealing with this lady, but I had to call her to the front because she looks so fucking stupid. And the gag is, people saying you can't even vote. And even if she could, y'all, the gag is she ain't gonna vote. That's what's killing me softly. Even softlier is what's killing me. So she over here trolling, and I hate that she got whatever contract she got with the neighborhood talk for them to constantly post her all the damn time. Y'all constantly post and force this lady on us the same way y'all was doing Bad Baby, Blueface, and fucking Christian Rock. Let her fall back and fade into the damn background. And you know what the gag is? The gag is Nicki over here looking for artists on Heavy on It, and you her biggest damn advocate, her biggest cheerleader, the biggest lapdog she do got. I don't know why she ain't signed you. Yikes. I guess it's given the talent and the focus ain't there. But let's keep going, honey. Anywho, matter of fact, while we get into it, I think I want to hop up. I think I want to pull up. Actually, I don't even need to show that. I want to get into Miss Nicki Minaj. Okay, so let's talk about Nicki real quick. Let me pause this, okay? Because there is audio I want to get into. But what happened was Miss Nicki Minaj decided to unfollow Ice Spice and also JT. Now, this is not something that's uncommon to Nicki because Nicki has often unfollowed people. I think one time she cleared her whole goddamn list out on Instagram. I think she probably cleared her whole damn list out one time and was following 10 people. So this is not necessarily out of the norm of Nicki Minaj. Okay. She'll definitely unfollow people. That's what she does. But at the same time, it's been certain things that she said on Station Head over the past few months that lead people to believe that she has an issue with Ice Spice as well as JT. And I'm going, I might touch on it. I am working on a City Girls deep dive, and I think I'm gonna touch on that just a bit with Nicki Minaj and the ladies and JT and stuff. So you guys be looking out for that. Prayerfully we can get it out in the coming week. Okay. I've been talking about it for a minute, and I know y'all like, well, where's that, girl? I'm so sorry, it's coming. Okay. But anywho, a lot of people are going in. Okay. When JT dropped City Cinderella, people, or at least her fans were supporting it, and Nicki was unfollowing people. Okay. She don't want to see certain shit on her timeline. I can't necessarily say I blame her, but then I also think that she doesn't want to see her own supporters support somebody else that she's not fucking with at this time, which is JT. So once the fans got wind of this, more so the Barbs, they literally began to disassociate themselves, like, okay, Nicki, girl, this is where I draw the fucking line. Like, I'm not gonna play with you when it comes to JT. Like, I'm starting to think that you are the problem, and I'm super shocked that the Barbs are finally starting to be like, okay, Nicki, you is the problem, girl. You is the problem. Shout out to Scotty. Okay, that's what Oh, Scotty says you are the reason. That's what Scotty says, but it's still giving the same tone. Okay. You is the problem. Um, but yeah, so it's given that Nicki Minaj often has a problem, and it's like y'all never drew the line at nobody else, but for some reason, what is it about JT that makes you guys draw the line at her now? That's why I feel like it was very comical that the fans were drawing the line at JT. Whatever happened to y'all saying that Nicki doesn't owe anybody anything and she ain't gotta like everybody? That should still be the same thing, right? Y'all saying JT didn't do nothing to her, and I'm not taking up for either person, JT nor Nicki. I'm just being honest. Like, we don't know what JT may have done to Nicki. We don't know. We'll find out soon whether or not it was absolutely nothing she didn't do to Nicki. Whether she did do something to Nicki, whether Nicki wanted to sign JT or something, that's also a part of the rumors that's been out there. She wanted to sign her to Heavy on it. I'm wondering, how could you sign her to Heavy on it when she was already signed to Quality Control? How does that work? Were you trying to get some type of management deal with her? Possibly. Now I do know that at some point, Quality Control did sell their label to Scooter Braun. So maybe when they were in limbo, I think it could have sold maybe around 2022, 2021, somewhere up in there. Maybe that's when Nicki felt like, hey, they got some stuff going on over there. Maybe I can slide in and help you out and you become a heavy on it artist and all this and that or whatever. Maybe it does have something to do with that. But I thought she was already in limbo, her and Miami, to Quality Control. She already has a label. Why would she need to get on your label? You're going to have to buy her out from that label. And they're probably going to charge a pretty hefty penny for you to even get her. So I was confused. So I'm like, the most she probably could do is a management deal, maybe. Like when Cardi B was signed to her label, she had a management deal with Quality Control. So maybe that's what Nicki is referring to. So I'm a little confused. And then again, this is speculation. Nobody knows for sure. Maybe JT said something. Maybe she did something that we know nothing about, and we'll learn about that at a later time, because I do believe that everything that happens in the dark eventually does come to the light, and they're going to bring it to the light. And of course, JT isn't going to say anything. She doesn't want to alienate the audience that she has, which is what I would think is 75% Barbs, right? So I would continue to hide, not say anything. If people want to think that I'm a victim of the situation or whatever, I'm gonna let y'all think whatever it is. I'm not gonna say anything. I also think one of the reasons JT isn't saying anything is because she has a lot of respect for Nicki Minaj, right? It's just that if it was about business, business is business. And I thank you for putting me on your song, Super Freaky Girl, but my team has already been working on some stuff when it comes to me. So they already have things in play for me. Why would I leave them to come with you? And in all honesty, I support JT on the decision of staying where she's at. In my personal, if this is about being on Heavy on it, and for me, I would not advise anyone, and that's just what I think, okay? I would not advise anyone to sign to a larger artist, because sometimes it doesn't really work out for them. Now, granted, for Nicki, I feel like it did for her and Drake. They signed to Young Money, and Wayne was a much bigger artist, but he also pushed them. So you want to make sure the dynamics are there, right? Make sure the dynamics are there, that that person is going to have time to actively push you. I do recall a time when Nicki Minaj came to the front and she told us about the artists that she did have on Heavy on it. I have not heard anything about those artists since. I don't know where they are or what they're doing. I'm hoping that they're still working and that she's gearing up to release something, but I haven't heard that. Right? So I don't know how that's, like, maybe they feel like the track record or how things are looking, it wouldn't be good for JT. Just like with Ice Spice. I guess they said that, when Ice Spice was exposed with the messages, they were saying that Ice Spice said that Nicki wanted more percentage or more ownership of certain things that they weren't willing to give her. I believe Ice Spice was working with one of Nicki's probably old managers, had a conversation and told her, like, hey, this isn't a good deal. I think, although she may be talented and Nicki may be amazing in her own right, but at the same time, it's still business and it still works like all these other big labels out here. Like, you got to make sure when you're joining in on something, it makes sense for you. I don't believe in it's making me kind of think of the corporate sector too. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and work for you and get less off my dime when I could go over here and do this and make way more. Like, why would I do that? So I do support the decision of people, like, having an advocate or somebody that's going to give them the honest information, especially with Ice Spice being that she's new to the industry. She's learning. Her team is still learning. So to have somebody that's like, I don't know if this is a good deal. I don't know if it was really a vendetta against Nicki as to why he said it, or if it was merely just, listen, this doesn't sound right. When you want to sign a deal, these are the things that you're looking for. Everybody needs that type of advisement. Okay. So I just gave my spiel just a bit on the dynamics and what I believe is happening, and where I kind of stand on that. Okay. Now back to Nicki Minaj and her unfollowing these ladies. She got a right to unfollow that. Okay. She do. It is what it is. Just like y'all always had a right to support whoever you want to support. Okay. If y'all was over there choosing sides and trying to beef with somebody out of affiliation with Nicki Minaj, then you look dumb as hell. You should always stand on your own and support and like who the hell you are going to like. I hate that stand culture has created this space where people have to choose one or the other. It wasn't even this crazy because we didn't have internet, right? And we didn't have people hiding behind profiles spewing this negativity in SHI, right? When it came to Nas and Jay-Z, you can like both of them. It didn't have to be one or the other. I felt like their beef was their beef, right? If I go over here and rock with Jay-Z, it don't mean I don't fuck with Nas. I like Nas. He got great music. Why I gotta stop listening to? Why I gotta stop supporting? If I like how they did this, why I gotta stop? Why I gotta not compliment a person, right? I don't really rock with that, okay? But Nicki Minaj definitely came to the front after she heard a lot of people getting in her DMs. I'm sure adding her all of this stuff that's been happening on social media, and she came out and she wanted to let the people know something. And this is what she says.
And don't ask me about nobody. Don't ask me about nobody, please. All right? If you don't see someone around me, if you don't see me talking about someone, if you don't see me playing any music with someone, don't ask me about them, okay? Go and talk to them. Leave us alone. Because the truth of the matter is, y'all don't want to know the truth of the matter. So that's why y'all always end up having to learn for yourselves and see for yourselves. Meanwhile, I've already been like, boop, bye. And still very much blessed and very much peaceful. Okay? And don't ask me about nobody.
Y'all heard that? Nicki told y'all, do not ask her about no motherfucking body. If you don't see her with them, rocking with her, none of that, she ain't fucking with them. That means you too, Miss Akbar. Miss Akbar. That she talking about you too. You, JT, all you girls that was over there on some super freaky girl, the ones that she brought out last year to perform with her or earlier this year on her tour. Yeah, she talking to all y'all. The only person she not talking to is Bia, because Bia is the only one that will be going on tour with her. Now, I don't know if her and Bia could have possibly strike some type of deal, or maybe she has a lot of respect for her because she went against Cardi and she embarrassed herself thoroughly, in my opinion. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe they have a deal with each other, but she will be on that tour. Okay, getting all of the Barb fans as she possibly can. And in all honesty, when Nicki's done with her ass, she gonna be tossed to the wayside too. Okay. I feel like Nicki may keep more NIGGAs, Nickas in her clique than she keep y'all females. Now, I don't know if y'all get problematic with her. I don't know if y'all get jealous or what y'all got going on, or if it's her that she may start feeling a way about you bitches. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I feel like she mainly keeps the guys. She maintains the cool relationship with the guys that she's worked with more than the actual women. So, honey, good luck. All right. Nicki said, keep them folks' names out your mouth when you addressing her and coming to her about anything because she ain't got shit to do with it. She don't care nothing about it. When the truth come out, it'll come out when it's supposed to come out, like it always do. Scoot back up off me, girl, because I'm not playing that with y'all. I'm just saying y'all know what Miss Nicki Minaj had to say. All right, next up, let's get into Miss Erica Banks because Erica Banks decided to open up about her BBL. Why she chose to go and get a second one, I'm not understanding. I think the body that she had was perfectly fine, but y'all know that we are always our worst critics when it comes to how we look, right? To us, we may look small, or I'm sorry, to others, we may look small, like nothing's wrong, but to us, we look in the mirror and we see the changes and we feel like we're bigger than what we are, whatever the case is. So Miss Erica decided that she was going to go and get the second BBL, which is crazy. And she explains and expresses her story. So let's get into that.
I just, I was scared, but I just said a prayer.
Yeah.
And I just went in there and was like, giving it to God.
How's the recovery? And how long do it take to recover? Because how does that impact the business when you over here recovering and how long?
Right. Okay, so see what I did was I did all of my content and stuff before I went into surgery.
Smart.
That's right.
So when I was in the bed for like 30 days and I couldn't do anything, I was just posting every day because I already had my content already done.
Yeah.
But the healing process and going through it, like the first day until you're healed is hell. Probably the worst pain I've ever experienced in my whole life.
What?
Yeah, like the first day, because my mom took care of me. She did the aftercare.
Yeah.
The first day, I passed out.
What?
Yes, when I got back to the Airbnb, I was really hot, and you lose a lot of blood.
Yeah.
So I passed out the first day. It was so scary. And then the pain is just excruciating. Because the inside of your body is like brutalized.
Like what the hell's going on?
Like what the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? So it took a while. I probably didn't stop hurting all the way until like April. I got my surgery in December.
Oh, wow.
I just stopped hurting in like April. I just, I was scared, but I just said a prayer.
Yeah.
And I just went in there and was like, giving it to God.
How's the recovery? And how long do it take to recover? Because how does that impact the business when you over here?
So you guys just pretty much heard what Miss Erica had to say about everything. And listen, we're not going to be able to stop these people from doing anything that they choose to do with their bodies. What I can say that I do appreciate is people being very open about their experience so people are aware of what it is that they're going into. I think that y'all need to make sure y'all do the adequate amount of research. Okay, make sure you're doing the adequate amount of research before you're going out here laying on these tables and just getting this type of work done. Okay, I do believe that BBLs are coming more common, just like implants, but I feel like implants, like breast implants, are a bit safer than what be happening to y'all butts, but if that's what y'all gonna do, who the hell am I? I'll be honest, and this may not even sound like the best thing that I should say, but I'm just being honest in this moment. I'd be like, I am so grateful that I got my hips and ass from my mama, that I did not have to, feel any kind of way about myself to where I needed to go and get my ass done. You know what I'm saying? Even though people still think that it's fake, girl. And it's like, listen, you ain't gonna convince these people otherwise. They gonna always think it. So whatever you think, girl, think whatever the hell you want. Okay. I know for a fact what it is and what it ain't. And that's on P. Okay. But that's her story. I'm glad that she made it out alive. I will say that. So many women go in to have these surgeries, child, and they don't make it out alive. Do you hear what I say? Matter of fact, there was a story that I do believe that my mom sent to me, and I want to pull it up if you guys give me a second. And with this story, what I learned was that there was a woman, if I could find it. Did she send that? I thought she did. I don't see it right out the gate, but I will tell you what it was pretty much about. There was a woman that went to go get a BBL done, and she died, and she returned home, or they sent her back home with her organs missing. Do y'all hear what I say? Her organs were missing. That is so frightening. Matter of fact, I do have it. So let me go ahead and just share this screen so that you guys can see it. Just a second here. All right. I want to make sure that that's up for you guys to see. So it says a body of woman who died during BBL surgery returned with missing organs. These are the risks that you guys take. Now, I'm not sure exactly where she went to go get this procedure done, and may she rest in peace. And I'm so sorry for her children. if she left any behind. It's just so devastating. They say the body of a British woman, actually, okay, a British woman who died while having cosmetic surgery in Turkey was allegedly returned to her family without some of her vital organs. Now, a lot of people have gone over to Turkey to get their surgery and work done because, from what I've been seeing online, it looks like Turkey may be a safer place. I know that Miss, what's her name, Hazel E went over to Turkey to get her work done, and when the doctor saw that there was an issue with her breast, he stopped. He did not move forward. I think that was a good doctor instead of just doing whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, y'all just gotta make sure y'all know y'all girl. Just you just it's a risk. It's a surgery. Any surgery of any type is a risk. Any surgery of any type, okay, is a damn risk, and it's just devastating. They go on to say that Kadale Brown had traveled to Istanbul, Turkey early this year for a mommy makeover. They said an all in one cosmetic operation that includes a Brazilian butt lift, a tummy tuck, and a boob job. Brown was accompanied by her sister Leanne, who detailed the moment when surgeons at Istanbul Clinic expert told her there had been complications during the procedure. She says that she went in for surgery at about 9:30, and that was the last time she saw her sister. They took her to a room, or took the sister to a room, and they just started trying to say, there's complications with surgery. Things can happen. And I asked, has my sister died? And he said, I'm sorry, but yeah, she has. Okay. She goes on to say they just gave me an envelope and said, here's your money back, and here's your sister's money back, and here's your flight. It's like, sorry, she dead. Here's your plane ticket back. That's crazy. She goes on to say the sister noted that the clinic declined to give her access to Kadale's body. When the body was returned to the UK, a coroner found parts of Kadale's brain. That's crazy. How did you get all the way to her damn brain? Lungs and her heart were missing. Do you hear me? When they returned her body, they kept pieces of her heart and her intestines, and that could show the cause of death. But we might know because we might not know because they're not very cooperative. I would sue the hell out of them. Sure would. How dare y'all? They say no evidence of organ trauma was found. We have handed the body untouched to the coroner's office in Turkey, is what the clinic is saying. It is highly possible parts were removed while trying to determine the cause of death. That could be possible, but I don't know. Y'all giving sketchy as well. So I think she should sue everybody from top to bottom. Okay, they said a death certificate sent to the family cited no cause of death. The clinic said Kadale's body or her death was due to surgical complications. That's all they said. So an internal investigation found no malpractice. That is crazy. They found no malpractice. And Kadale's death was likely caused by fat blocking a blood vessel. That's crazy, which can occur during this type of surgery. So y'all just gonna tell her whatever the hell y'all want to tell her. These are the risks that people take when they go for these surgeries. And I'm so sorry that, this happened to her. Her family has to endure this type of pain. It is so tragic, so extremely sad. May she rest in peace. And I'm sorry. I am sorry that this happened to her. Okay. So, yeah, that's where we are with that. You guys can continue to leave your thoughts and comments and things down below as we go ahead and get on to the final thing, and that will be Simone. Okay, let's get into Simone Biles. Her mom came out and said that she wants a relationship with her daughter. She wants to talk to her. Now, previously, I did do a video and I showed you guys where years prior to that, her mom did want to have a conversation and have a relationship with her then before. They have been in contact. They've gone on family trips and things, but since then it's been cut out. She wasn't invited to the wedding or anything, and that is what we learned in her more recent interview. And for the people that are wanting to know, she had a drug habit. It resulted in her kids being put up for defects. Her dad ended up getting custody of the two daughters that she did have at the time, Simone and her sister, and he and his wife have been raising them. And she says that, her dad, according to Simone Biles' mom, has been trying to keep her away from the daughters, not allowing her to really talk and stuff. This is what he was doing in the beginning. She feels like the slander and things that's been happening around her name isn't fair, and he should be a bit more kind because she is his daughter. Okay. Listen, I'm with the daddy. Okay. I'm with the daddy, girl. You over there talking about somebody being kind to you. BIT, you should have been more kind to yourself so that you could be more to these children. All right. But it is an addiction. But you got to want to get the work done. And I really hate that because it's a battle. It is a battle when you are addicted. So Simone Biles does have a younger sister that decided she would come to the front to defend her mother because she doesn't like some of the things that's being said about her. So let's listen to what her sister had to say.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Micah. I'm gonna come on here because I just want to say this really quickly. Because that video of my mom came out and she sent it to me. But I just want to let y'all know I didn't even watch the full video. I really don't care about too much about the video. All I know is what I'm seeing on the internet, and what I want to come to this internet and defend my mom because she might not be everything that we expected for her to be, but at the end of the day, she's still a work in progress, and we give her that. Simone chose not to have a relationship with my mom, which is fine. That was her choice. Me personally, I didn't develop a relationship with my mom until I was 17 years old. It started when I was about 9. It was on and off, because she was still dealing with what she was dealing with at the time. But I'm not gonna let y'all get on this internet and try to bash my mom or say anything bad or anything of that sort, because she's not a bad person. She's done nothing to Simone. Life happened to her, and that's okay. I'm not mad at her. I understand. Everybody deals with my mom has 8 children. There's Ashley, Tevin, Simone, Adria, me, Mariah, Shania, Teron, and Shania. From number 1 all the way down to number 8. Simone has 2 full-blood siblings, and everybody else is half-blooded. Ashley has her own dad. Simone, Tevin, and Adria have their dad. And then me and the last 3, me, Mariah, Teron, and Shania have our dad. But I just want to get on this internet and say that I don't want nobody bashing my mom. Because at the end of the day, life happens to everybody. Things happen. But at the end of the day, she was in good hands. She was taken care of. Sooner rather than later. And that's what I don't like about the story that's being told, or the story that's trying to be written, or the story that's trying to be portrayed. Because at the end of the day, she was good. From 2 years old and up, she was good. She was good, whether it be with my mom or not. And I'm not going to speak for Simone and how she can feel or whatever the case may be, because each and every one out of 8 of us deal with our own feelings about the situation. But don't get on this internet doing too much of my mom, because she tried. And if Simone doesn't want that relationship, she's not going to push her for that relationship until she wants it. Like she said, whenever she's ready, she's ready. But on the same coin, it's not like my mom was not trying to be there. That's the part that y'all aren't getting. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, she was dealing with what she was dealing with. So how could she be there? She, like I said, back when I was 9, and mind you, I'm younger than Simone. By 3 years, I'm younger than Simone. So she was dealing with what she was dealing with. And everybody dealing with it how they dealing with it. And that's okay. Ain't nobody mad at her. I have my own problems with Simone, but I'm not going to get on this internet and do too much on that, because I already tried, and y'all try to fake ass bash me for that. So I'm not going to do that, because y'all trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm just jealous or whatever. But at the end of the day, I just wanted my sister. So it is what it is. But all I'm asking is not too much on my mom. Thank you.
All right, so y'all just pretty much heard what the sister had to say. If she want to come out and defend her mama, that's fine. Simone definitely has a right to feel how she feel, because you didn't experience that with her, so she'll feel how she feels. She'll address it in due time. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, okay? Miss Simone over there enjoying life, enjoying their husband, enjoying the medals, and not trying to get into this foolishness, okay? She not even gonna address it, and that may be the best thing for her to do, because if she comes online with it, it's going to be, more attacks, whether it's attacks her way or her family's way. Her husband was already attacked for some things that he said online that people didn't find to be favorable, and she has asked the people to stop. So I'm sure she's just going to go silent to allow this whole situation to just die down. Okay. But you guys leave your thoughts and comments down below. Okay. Let us get into a little bit more here, because Danny Lay's brother decides that he wants to sue the baby over that bowling alley beatdown that they had going on. He want to sue this man for $4 million. I don't think that he gonna get it. So he trying to sue for $2 million in general damages and another $2 million in special damages. But baby, you got to be a special kind of person. You ran up to assault that man. Actually, you ran up there trying to get in on some things because you didn't like how he embarrassed your sister down to the IG live. And I have to say, not only did he embarrass your sister, she embarrassed her damn self as well. Don't never let a man tell you more than one time that he don't want your ass. And don't be sitting up here beefing with the baby mama if you ain't solidified. Hello? That's just what it is that I'm thinking. So you try to run up on him, and rightfully so, because don't nobody want nobody disrespecting their sister like that. So a lot of men is gonna try to run up, right? But at the same time, in the court of law, how you handled it, I don't see you getting $4 million. I feel like it could potentially be tossed the hell out. And one thing about baby, this man decided to pay and beat a murder charge. Okay, he decided to pay and beat charges like damn Cardi B. So he about got some good lawyers too. So with that being said, I'll be very surprised if this man gets even 200,000. Okay, and the baby ain't really been doing no work for real, for real. He been trying real hard to get back in his spot by dropping these freestyles ever since he tried to disrespect the LGBT community and then some. He tanked. He tanked. Okay. He committed career suicide with the things that he was over there saying out his own mouth. Now he trying to sit over here and play the get back game. The best thing he got going for him is actually being a dad to his kids, and that's what a lot of us love to see. But aside from that, girl, I don't even know if that man got damn 4 million. Hello? And if he do got it, I feel like it's already going out to other places to keep him afloat. So it's going to be real, real interesting to see. And I'm sure this is straining the family's relationship, knowing that he's suing um the baby and she's still having to raise the baby with the baby. Okay, girl, this is just a mess here, girl. What kind of family affair and family matters is going on, girl? It's giving a little piece of Miss Portia Williams, but at least Dennis didn't turn around and sue nobody for $4 million after they jumped on him and damn near slapped the shit out of his mama. But anyway, girl, that ain't none of my business. I'm just over here running my mouth, child. Just a little piece. So good luck. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. Lastly, I would like to get into Miss Erica Mena and Ray J. It looks like they're beefing. Ray J calls her out for calling him an N-word in a rant. Erica Mena has been saying Nigga for years. Okay. I haven't necessarily felt too much of ways about it. I'll be honest, until people start telling us that we should. Okay. She's been saying it for years. The Black community has continued to embrace her and accept her despite their, with her saying it. Hell, Fat Joe been saying it for the longest. People have called out Cardi B for saying it as well, but then uphold and support Fat Joe and others that have said it as well. So I don't know what y'all want to do this week or next week. Okay. But the thing is, Miss Erica Mena goes in on him. And so he decides to clock her back. So let's get into what Erica had to say.
Oh, talk your shit, Lone. Oh, I probably wasn't supposed to say that.
Now they're gonna be mad because
stop playing with me. All of y'all motherfuckers. I'm not on that.
Okay. So I guess there's a longer video somewhere online, but he just wanted to focus in on what she said and her, I guess, realizing, I guess they shouldn't be saying that. Okay. I think she's being sarcastic because she's been saying it since we've been introduced to this woman on television. Okay. But let's keep going. So he says, here you go, being racist again. You still ain't learned to be respectful to the culture. Okay, so he says, why you call me the N-word? After the racist monkey comment you made about Black people, you just felt like you could take it to the next level and call me a huh? Shaking my head. Okay, when you make mistakes and take a L, you're supposed to learn from them. This is not cool. As Safari is my friend, I don't get into it with my people. Baby mama, we shooting our own shows and living life to the fullest. God bless. Okay, so this is what he said. He clocked her, called her out. Maybe she's mad that he's over there funding Safari and the money that Safari is getting from working on the show. She not getting any of it. She gets what, about 4,000 a month. So if he's making more than that, she ain't getting a piece, and maybe that's why she's upset. So I have to definitely go and check it out because I need to understand more so on why she decided to come for him in the first place. But Ray J, don't sit up here and play in our face. Now, we may not be Team Erica and like her ways and how she's moved, but you ain't always been right and stuff either. You know what I'm saying? With your mistreatment of women We'll never forget how you pushed Prinky in the damn pool and stuff, and you coming over here talking about somebody being racist and this, that, and the other, and all this other stuff you got going on, being disrespectful to the different ladies you've been dealing with. We'll never let you forget how you played Miss Tierra Marie out, showing her monostat as if her cootie twat is stinking, inching, and whatever else she got going on. We'll never forget those things that you did, and now you over here trying to comfort Erica. Now eat her up accordingly. I could care less either way, but I just want to clock your tea too, because you be over here dragging it a bit. But anywho, that's all that I got for y'all at this time. All right, please make sure that you guys are coming in and you are indeed liking up the video, supporting the channel, subscribing, and definitely following me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe. That's all that I have for you guys at this time, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, and just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out and came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner.